yourselves and your role in the band?
I'm Dom. I play bass and vocals.
I'm Liam. I play guitar and lead vocals.
Cool. So, would you say the Comfort have any certain focus or goals?
I think our main goal is just to kind of create music that we want to hear, rather than all the other crap that's out there at the moment.
just do something a bit
like
different.
No, Miley's fantastic. But
Yeah, like
you know how like all the bands around at the moment, it's like they exist so that people can go and mosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we exist for listening pleasure, not let's dance.
You guys would be pretty good to watch too, though.
we have like a kind of few parts where you close, but they're very sporadic. So it'll go from like that and then like a real like pop song right after. So it's like, oh wait, what's going on here? Yeah.
You guys have a pretty unique sound. Can you give us a bit of a backstory on your first two songs?
First two songs were probably the first two we actually wrote as well, and haven't released them just first. They're kind of just, I wrote them probably about 3 years ago lyrically, just about kind of like relationships and stuff like that, specific relationship that we won't go into. But yeah, like the idea with the songs were kind of just like, because I like big kind of songs. I feel like the best songs from bands are like they're like 5-minute closer songs and stuff like that. So there's kind of like a conscious idea to write kind of two songs like that are kind of different to like what a lot of bands do, like just your 3-minute singles or whatever. So and we released Your Light Is Not Worth Your Dark first, because that was kind of just like what band releases, like a 6-minute song with like a 3-minute instrumental closing it. So I don't know if it was a good idea, but like it's like
Probably not.
no, yeah.
Would you say your new songs have progressed since that? Like, is there going to be 7-minute songs on the EP?
They're the two longest songs. We're going to re-release those because we re-recorded those, but it's really all over the place, the EP. We've got 6 songs, and there's those two, and then we've got like a kind of a 3-minute, pretty much punk hardcore song. Then we've got like kind of
4-minute Love Dispute song nearly.
and then like
So you guys are just kind of testing each
like we're just kind of like, I don't like writing the same song 6 times in a row, because like I don't listen to the same kind of music all the time. So if I want to write like a poppier song here, then like a heavier song, then like just kind of.
And obviously once it gets into the practice room, we'll put our own spin on it and it becomes the Comfort rather than just a pop song.
Yeah. That's really fun.
Can you tell us a bit about the writing and recording process for the EP? You kind of answered a little bit there.
Well, basically the way it started, because like I started the band a while ago.
Basically, we used to be in a band about 4 years ago, and some of these songs have kind of been evolving for the last 4 or 5 years, and like turned into like new songs.
Basically, like I'd have like kind of the original idea of like the vibe and the main kind of structures, and I'd write the majority of the lyrics, and then I'd kind of bring like a 50 or 75% done song to the rest of the guys, and then they'd kind of like make it good from there and like write better parts musically. And Dom would chuck in, like he wrote a few like totally new vocal parts over some stuff, and the best song I think we've done that we haven't released, we kind of just, I had like one like 15-second lead guitar idea, and then we kind of just like built on that from.
We just jammed it.
Yeah.
Having like a 5-minute song.
Yeah. That kind of ended up being our best song, and since then we've started writing like that more so, rather than kind of me just like doing most of it and teaching to guys. So it's getting better. So yeah.
So where was it actually recorded?
We went to Applewood Lane Studios out at Fernvale in Ipswich, and that's owned by Magoo, who's done like Kate Miller High Key and the Medics and all that. We didn't actually record with him, we did with a friend called, his name's Joel Adams. He's doing a fantastic job. We took him out there, and it's like this big old church, it's just been renovated, and so we've got like all these like roomy echoey sounds and stuff all through it. So he's got like these room mics set up, and it just sounds fantastic.
We spent like a real long time. We pretty much finished all the music with like an hour to spare on our last day. So we rushed it a little bit, but we took so long getting like the right guitar tones and drum tones and just everything. But it sounds so
We're
good.
really happy with it so far. So.
Yeah.
Could we expect maybe like a teaser video or any information on the track list or release date soon?
Eventually.
We're still finalizing because we did vocals on it like
Last week.
yeah, we
2
finished
weeks ago.
doing like the last 2 songs vocally like 2 weeks ago. So we're hoping to get a single out.
In the next month, probably.
Yeah.
Maybe 6 weeks.
So I'll have a video with that, and then kind of after that we need to figure out how we want to release the EP. And
We've actually already done a video for that. So.
yeah, I'll check that one out. Yeah.
Will the EP release digitally or CD or vinyl?
Probably undecided, but probably both. We won't go for vinyl this time. We'll probably wait for our next release.
Like I'll be trying those real indie bands.
Nah.
I'd love to do vinyl.
Like, it's awesome, but like, our scene doesn't really buy vinyl unless it's, like, it's gonna look cool and buy like a Radiohead record or something.
Yeah, that's true.
Would you say that your lyrics have a certain concept or theme?
Yes.
Yes. I don't know, like I grew up listening to like my like lyrical inspiration was always stuff like Brand New or Fall Out Boy and stuff like that, where it's kind of just like about like stuff like you're actually going through and the stuff that
It's all about exes.
yeah, stuff I seem to be going through the form is like relationships breaking down and stuff like that. And yeah, I just kind of liked those songs when I was younger, and I just kind of wanted to write the same kind of things where like I always identified with stuff about like some guy talking about some relationship breakdown, so that's kind of just how I ended up writing like it.
So were there ever plans to create a demo CD with your previous 2 songs, or will they be released with the EP?
We did think of that, but
Originally we were going to release a demo CD with those 2 tracks, and I think another 2 tracks all recorded in our old drummer's basement. But we moved on from then, and when we got we went into the studio, so we decided, we may as well re-record these 2 new songs, and we've like put more effort into them. It's like cut bits out, added up bits elsewhere. It's just like a bigger sound overall now. So.
Are you planning on creating any new merch in the future, like shirts or posters or stickers?
we've actually just got some shirts about a week or so ago. We've kind of just given them to mates who actually know we're selling them, and we're probably going to put them up online this week or so. But yeah, we just got those done. So yeah.
Can you give us a hint of what like the design might be in that shirt?
Little crest logo, circle.
It's actually
Picture of his street.
yeah. I just took a photo standing on my street, just looking at the street through the lights and stuff, and got
the comfort.
just says the comfort across it, and then because it was taken on my iPhone and looked really bad, I got our mate Jeff from Foro Hero to, because he's like a Photoshop wizard, say, hey, can you do this bit so it actually looks good? So I just sent it off to him, and he sent it back like next day. So he used that. Yeah.
Where did the name Comfort come from?
Well, we had a few ideas for a while, but none of them were really good enough. Or I really liked one, and everyone else just hated them. So Don was over at my place one day, and he was just literally standing, like looking in my room, just putting "the" before random things in the room. And there was this bottle of Southern Comfort sitting there. He's like, "What about the Southern?" I was like, "Where do you get that from?" He just pointed at the bottle. I was like, "What about the Comfort?" And that was pretty much it.
It has a deeper meaning to that, obviously, but yeah, but that's the basis of where it goes. That exact bottle was like one we drank when we were recording our EP with like an older band about
like
3-4
years ago. So I don't know why I still have that like empty bottle in my room, but yeah.
So we really liked like the meaning behind it as well as just being idiots saying, yeah, that's the name.
Yeah.
When you guys perform live, is it hard to sort of connect with your audience because you have such few songs released already?
Yes and no. I find it's probably easier live than on record. Like our music sometimes doesn't translate to record. Like I think we're more a live band than a listening band because we have like different vibes going on, and you just get all those.
We do stuff differently live as well. Like I'll do more of like won't necessarily just straight sing stuff. Like on the record, we'll do everything like perfectly sung and to the right melody. But we kind of it's a bit more more room to kind of experiment live and just put a bit more emotion into it. So we kind of just like, if I want to yell one bit, I'll just yell it because, you know, so.
If that's how the room feels, then just do it.
We still have like the yelling kind of like harsh kind of backing vocals in the new songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They're
And
all-
do you do that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm the backing harsh vocals and backing clean, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
We kind of just swap, really.
Yeah, lead vocals are almost shared.
Yeah.
So
Just whoever like,
just whoever fits the part.
like yeah, because like I'll write, we'll have like a song, then one of our favorite song, Fair Weather. I guess like I do the verses and Dom basically sings the chorus, but that's clean. So we kind of just
Swap around.
just whoever like writes the part, I guess sings it. So yeah.
Can we expect an all ages show in Brisbane soon?
We had one, but it got cancelled.
Oh.
So don't think. Oh, we have one. Yes, 6th of June. We haven't announced it yet, but 6th of June with Sweet Apes from Sydney and Boy Division from Melbourne, I think.
Our mates Sensei.
Yeah, our friends from Sensei and our friends from First Sight. So that's the 6th of June at Tall Poppy Studios, and it's gonna be awesome. So come on.
That's some pretty good bands. That'll be a good show.
Yeah, very excited.
Who is the coolest band you've ever got to play with?
Yeah, probably Young Lions last night. They're good friends of ours. They've been like Dan's been mates of ours for years.
We've wanted to play a show with them for a long time, so we got a chance last night because they're such a good band, so we're pretty stoked to be able to play a show with some of our mates. So yeah, and our drummer Lewis just sweats them so bad.
I used to be in a band with Dan, so like we've known him for 4 or 5 years. Yeah, just like in and out of different bands, we'll kind of meet and go away and come meet again, and it's good. Yeah.
What would you say is the most kind of surreal place you guys have gotten to play?
Surreal? I don't know.
Well, it's not really surreal, but like last night we played Thriller, which is pretty cool because I've never played Thriller before, and like just kind of going there since we're kind of 18, seeing friends' bands and like international bands play there, and I don't know, getting to play our own Thriller show is kind of cool. Just a nice little thing to do, I guess.
Now, did you guys have to dress up as Disney characters?
We did not do that. Our drummer kept saying he was going to dress up as Ariel or something, and we're just like, no, you're not doing that. No chance. But yeah, there are a few girls who took the opportunity to dress up last night. Did promiscuously.
So you seem to be good friends with Young Lions. Can we expect a split sometime in the future?
I doubt it. They're a bit higher than our caliber, and they're sort of a different type of band.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Well, like we'd like to be involved with them in other shows and everything else, and maybe even like have Zach sing with us, like just on stage or something. But I don't know, like they're just good friends of ours. Just like playing with them, like hanging out with them. Nothing serious.
Would you rather play in front of 4 diehard fans or 5,000 people that didn't know
We've
you?
actually had this conversation before. Well, what did we say? We gave the scenario of support. I think it was support Brannon.
Oh yeah.
After having no one having heard of us, or play to like.
I'd like to.
our own.
I don't know. I reckon we could play to 5,000 people because I reckon we can win them over. Like not all of them,
But
but
like, there's
maybe
be a
a couple.
few there.
Yeah.
Like, oh, these guys are really
You hope
good.
so. Yeah. if they don't, we may as well just quit.
can't win over like 1 in 5,000.
So that's why there could be like 5,000 like death metal fans or something.
That's it.
Yeah, sure.
Where are we? Can you describe what each member of the band is like?
Wow.
Does everyone have a character?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, I guess the best way to explain when we were recording, because Dom and I have been like best mates for a few years now, and we kind of have our own little horrible relationship. And Dan, our guitarist, is kind of like new to that. And we just gave him so much crap the entire time, and he had to go home for a day because he was so sick of us. And like there was one time we were just making like ridiculous jokes, and Dan's just like, it's like you guys are actually mentally ill. So yeah, but Dan's pretty like straight shooter. He's kind
Yeah, he's
of
good.
normal guy. Lewis, our drummer, who newest member to the band, he's a good guy. But he's
It's very full on.
yeah, He's a bit insane, but he's a great dude. So he brings a bit of life to the band where trying to speak chill, he'll just come in like full on reckless kid, just going nuts. But it's good. So yeah, but we're insane. So
Yeah.
it's not good.
So, what are your influences or some bands you listen to growing up?
Brand new.
Brand new, basically.
Biggest one's brand new. Brand new, Taking Back Sunday. I don't want to be those guys, but Blink.
Yeah.
Obviously a huge influence. More so like Untitled stuff, I guess,
Yeah.
for our music.
Like I started playing music because of Blink. Ancient Airways are pretty big, even though they only really come through on like maybe one song that we've done. But yeah, just like I guess Under Oath actually. Under Oath.
Influence songs.
I guess like the kind of vibe we kind of going for was kind of like a mix between Brand New, Under Oath, and a bit of like Ancient Airways. Just kind of, yeah.
And just turned it into its own thing, I guess.
What would you say? Who would you say are some of your favourite Brisbane-based bands?
Brisbane-based bands.
Young Lions.
She Cries Wolf from Gold Coast. They're like a new band. My friend's band, Luke, he screams from, and he's like, they're mental. They played 2 shows and they're just like packed out their second show.
We've heard of them actually.
Oh really?
Yeah.
They're really good. So yeah, it's worth checking out.
Brisbane bands, are
There's not many, to be perfectly honest.
We could
You know,
say
Sensei.
Melbourne bands, that'd be easier.
they? Melbourne bands.
Or Bay Harper from Brisbane as well.
Oh,
They're actually
yeah.
at the moment. Real Ghost Inside feel, so it's like they're doing hardcore well, where most bands aren't. Melbourne bands.
Our buddies
For a Hero.
they're doing their last tour at the moment. So
Oh yeah. You guys sad about that? They're breaking up?
yes.